Hey guys, Maka here. I'm playing Spacebase DF-9, and being on YouTube, I get a chance to play a lot of games. Unfortunately, not all of the games turn into videos for you guys, because that's just not possible in terms of time. But this is actually one game that I got to test, and I really started enjoying, and I thought I would show you guys it, kind of explain what's going on, and just talk about the game. For a lucky one or two of you, I'm actually giving away a copy of this game to someone in the comments of the video. Make sure you are a subscriber, like the video, and then comment, and I'll give away 2 copies to randomly chosen people in the comments. So good luck to everyone, and hopefully you can try the game for yourself. The game is currently in early access alpha, which means it's pretty much in the early stages. And they're kind of working on it with the community. You can buy it on Steam for I think $20 or $25, and I'll just kind of take you guys through maybe 20 minutes of the game, show you why I like it, you know, some of the things that aren't necessarily the best right now, and hopefully we can all enjoy it. So first thing is first is you look at the galaxy and you have to decide where you want to place your base. In the top right corner you have the information about what is available, and basically when starting out, if you want something easy, you want something with a lot of stellar density and not a huge threat factor, and that's just so that you can have a lot of resources. So there we have an average stellar density and a threat factor that's low. Not a lot of magnetic interference, and we're in proximity of a warp gate. So we'll just accept that and deploy. And after 350,000 years, we'll actually get to the cute quadrant 2525. So there's actually only you'll get like 2 or 3 people, which means there must have been a lot of incest on that little ship of yours. But once we land, you'll see the 3 little dudes come about. As you see here, we're going to zoom out to see kind of the area, and you can see there's all this area around here. We'll pause it really quick just so I don't waste time showing you some stuff. This is the matter, which is like the resource you need in the game to build stuff. And then these are your dudes. So the dudes have only 8 minutes of oxygen when you start. So what you want to do is you want to start, first things first, you want to give them a way to get oxygen. So what we're going to do is start building our base. The first thing, though, I'm going to delete this seed and demolish it. One of the good things about demolishing it, it gets you an extra 1,000 matter, and it doesn't really do anything in particular. It looks cool, but other than that, you don't really need it. So now if I were to play time, you'd actually see that none of the dudes are going to demolish it, and that's because I haven't designated what these dudes are going to do. So if I go to my roster here, you can see all 3 of my dudes and what they're good at. They're actually all really good builders, but I don't need 3 builders to demolish one thing. So I'll make I'll make everyone a builder just for simplicity's sake for now, because I'm going to be doing a lot of building to start off with, and then I'll start fiddling around with this and showing you what other options you have. So once I click done, if I press, if I have my time run on, you'll see this gets demolished and I get an extra 1,000 matter. And now I'm going to want to start building my base. I'm going to pause time because they are on oxygen and I don't want to waste that too much. I'm going to construct, and what you usually want to do is construct your base somewhere near a lot of matter. So, but you don't want to go too far either, just because, where'd my dudes go? You don't want to go too far just because it takes them a lot of oxygen to get there. So my 3 dudes right there, we're going to go up here into this area. I think that's a good area to be in, just start off with. So we'll put the base right here. To start a base, you can create a room. I'll go from the main menu. You're going to want to go to construct a room. And I'm going to create a 3x3 room. I just know that off because I have played the game long enough that I know that's a good starting section to have for an airlock. So what an airlock is you need to like depressurize and get out of your suit to get into your base. And, you know, general stuff here. Every space station is going to need an airlock so that you can get in and out. Now, once they build the room, I'm going to pause time, and I can designate the room, as it says, your base has no oxygen zone rooms as life supports to make oxygen recyclers. So to get in and out of a base, you have to make a airlock. So we'll click the room once it's made, designate it as an airlock, and that's all you need to do. The room's now designated. You don't need builders to do any of that stuff. And we're going to need to construct more stuff because obviously it's not really enough for us just to have like an airlock and nothing else in the base. So I'll make a little hallway here. Inside the airlock, I'll construct an object. I need doors to get in and out of my base, so I'm going to need 2 airlock doors. Airlock doors are obviously needed for to get in and out of an airlock room. And then I'm gonna need a actual object to for the guys to suit up in. So if I get a space suit locker, I can just plop it right there on the wall. So I'm gonna confirm that and let them build. Obviously, I'm gonna double check that they're all builders, which is good. That means all my time's gonna be put into building. I'm going to need a room to make, as it says here, I don't have a lot of oxygen for these guys. They are currently on like 6 minutes left. So I'm going to need to make a oxygen room. And just from playing the game a bit, I know that an oxygen room is 5 by 5. That's a good size for an oxygen room. And I'm going to start speeding up the process because I really have nothing to do at this point other than watch them build. So the currency in the game is known as matter, and to get matter you have to mine these little things, which is why I kind of put my base in the middle of all of them. And once we build all this out, this is going to be a hallway, so I'm not going to designate it as anything. I'm going to designate this as a life support room, and obviously you got to make a door to connect the hallway to the life support room, so we'll do that by creating an object, creating a door, a regular door, and I put that door right there. Okay, and now once they're all done, I can actually designate this room as a life support room. I can go back and construct objects for a life support room. They need oxygen recyclers. So I'll just make 3 for now. There's no real reason for me to make like 4 or 5. So confirm, and we'll play. As you can see, this guy's going to start going in, like getting his suit off. Because, well, not quite yet, but once this guy right here builds these oxygen recyclers, the area inside my little base here will start filling up with oxygen, which will let them take off their suits and just walk around. So as you can see, this condition's good, and it's good. Once all 3 are done, it's gonna start filling up the base with oxygen. 6%, 7%, 8%. All that good stuff. If I pause the game, I can see that they still have about 3 minutes, which isn't a hell of a lot. So I'm going to let them, like this guy right here, take off their suits and walk around in the base. So this guy, for whatever reason, the first thing he wanted to do was work out. That's cool. We'll pause time just to kind of think about what to do now, kind of explain it to you guys. So if I go to my roster, I have one guy who's a good miner. I'm going to make him a miner. And then I'm going to mine. How do you mine? You click the mine button, you select the area that you want to mine, which is that area, and then click mine and confirm. And obviously if I didn't have a guy designated as a miner, he wouldn't actually mine. Like no one would do anything. So I have a way to mine. This guy's going to get in a mining suit. You'll see that's a mining suit. But I don't have any way to actually convert that ore into matter. So I'm going to need to build a refinery really quick. So I'm going to do that right here, construct a room, and I just know just by playing the game that a good refinery is 4 by 4, confirm, and I'm going to need to obviously create a door, but that's going to be done afterwards. One of the bad things, if, for example, I were to create a door and the guys were to make the door from the inside and walk through the door, they would get sucked into space and die. Not very good. So this guy, he already has some matter on him, but he doesn't have a way to convert it. So he's just going to drop it off in this zone here as far as I know. And then he's going to start going back and forth. Yeah, so he just drops it off right there. Asteroid chunk, he's not going to do anything. And then it says an incoming ship has been spotted in the distance. So here you have like your little pointers. An incoming ship has been spotted in the distance. It will arrive in a couple minutes. Miners don't have any refineries, so you might want to make a refinery. So that's what I'm doing anyways. I'm actually pretty excited about this game. It's fun. It's something I haven't played a game like this in a while, and bam. So we have now a starship information is available, whatever. This is basically an incoming ship, and I can either choose to accept or deny. Greetings, we are from this quadrant. We need a place to stay. Do you mind if we get on board with your base? So because I want more people, I'm obviously going to say, hey, okay, come join along. You'll have this little ship drop off a dude. So if I go to my roster, that dude's unassigned. He's a really good miner, which is actually perfect for me. So I'm going to set him as a miner. Now, I'm going to pause time just because I'm wasting it right now. This room is going to be designated as my refinery so I can convert ore into matter. And like before, I have to actually construct an object inside that room so that, whoops, I have to create an object inside that room to actually make it do what it's supposed to. Refinery, a matter refinery, and I'm going to plop it in right there. Confirm. And obviously, again, duh, I need a door. So let's put a door in from there to there. Perfect. And we'll start. When you see the guy go purple like that, that just means he's floating under the base. I think that's just like a graphical thing that they have going on right now. And so the refinery's done, and you can see the miners are going to come in and out and start refining matter and giving me actual more matter in the top right corner. So now what makes sense logically to do next? Let's just look at some of the options we have here. I have two guys that are literally doing nothing because they're builders. So I'll make one of them security. This is kind of just in case another ship tries to board me. And I'll keep this guy builders because he's good at it. I'm going to start building stuff in a minute here. The next thing that logically makes sense for me to make is probably a place for them to sleep. So I'll show you why I know that just off. So this guy right here, he is neutrally happy. And I'm bored. I guess I'll wander around. I have time to kill. So you have to read through their actual logs as to why they are unhappy. This guy has nothing really to say about why he's unhappy. This guy's also neutral. Again, never really doesn't have an idea. He doesn't really have an idea as to why he's unhappy just yet. But I know they're going to need to sleep. That's just something that these people need to do. So I'm going to build a room for them to sleep in. We'll build it right here. And right here in this area, as you're building a room, it actually tells you what you can fit. So I'm going to want a room with at least 4 space beds. So we're just going to keep kind of moving until I can fit 4 space beds. So we'll do that. That's going to be our space bed room. I'm going to confirm that and fast forward. So now my builder dude is going to build that. And my security guy, I'm going to make him a builder just to make it go faster. Yeah, so here these dudes go. They're really, really hoping I can build a door in this little thing here. Okay. So these guys are just running back and forth. They're still mining like nonstop. The longer I go without making them a bedroom, the more unhappy they will get. So you want to keep that in mind. And just always have 2 dudes just mining. Just for this scenario, it's probably best. Now I'm gonna need a technician. Let's see here. Hey there, how you doing? We're just shuttling past your base. Figured we'd stop by, give you dudes a shout. Looks like you got plenty sweet base there. So I don't want to get to this just yet. I'll not right now. Not a good time for us. And then they'll come back another time. I'll explain that kind of later. Now that I've built a room, I'm going to designate it as a sleeping area, aka residence, back out, construct objects, and I'm going to put stuff for a residence. I'm going to put 4 space beds. Flip it around. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't think this one through. Cancel. What's this? We'll just object. I'll just put the space beds back in there. Okay, so now that there's beds, you'll see that some of them will start taking naps because they're tired. And I'm going to make them a little bit happier by creating some nice stuff for them. I'll put a space rug right there when they walk in, and a dresser here, and I'll put another dresser here, just so they have stuff to keep them happy. And as you see, all of these have conditions. So my oxygen recyclers are already at only 73. So I'm gonna actually get someone here to become a technician. We'll make that guy a technician because he's the best technician out of my 4 available people right now. And I'm going to fast forward time here just because, I mean, I'm basically waiting for these guys to build stuff, these guys to mine, and people to be happy and whatever. So now I'm going to start constructing some things here that are just like general. So general objects go under all zones. I'm going to start probably using keyboard shortcuts in a sec here. These guys are getting hungry, and to feed hunger, you can make a pub, or you can use a food replicator. Food replicator is kind of like a 3D printer. Like, it's not that great of an option, but for now, it's going to work. So I'm just going to put it on this wall here. Now, there can also be fires, so I'm going to put some fire extinguishers in my 2 rooms with equipment. So here and here, I'll put some fire extinguishers. A monitor, you can put in a variety of places. I don't really put one right there. And then I can also put a plant just to keep them happy, kind of anywhere I feel like. And I'll also put 2 alarms. Alarms are just there just in case fire breaks out and they need to alarm each other. I'm going to slow down time again in a second here to kind of... So this guy finally fixed my... Oh, I think he tried to fix this, but he didn't really do a great job at it. I think this is my... He is designated as a builder. Where's my technician at? Where the hell is this person? Ah, they be sleeping. So as you see, they're all freaking tired now. 3 of them are sleeping, and one miner dude's just walking around. And I have another starship available here. And so if I say okay, they'll bring me over some more dudes. So this dude right here, if I go to my roster, it's this unassigned dude. I'll make him a technician now. And I'll make the Mira person a security person, just in case I have another ship try and board me. Now, I did pick an area that has generally low risk, so that's going to be fine. And we'll just fast forward time here. Everyone's freaking sleeping on me. I'm going to start by now building a pub, or a room to fit a pub inside. I believe pubs, I haven't really gotten much experience with pubs, but I think they have to be like really big. Maybe not that big. So make that. That's going to cost a lot of money, but oh well. So this is my maintenance person. They are now fixing, I believe they were trying to fix. Okay, I think these people... Oh yeah, and you can always click on people to see how long they'll be sleeping for. This guy has 1:40 left, and I'm using 4 times faster speed, so it's going to be about, 15-20 seconds. Where's my technician? My technician's sleeping now. So that's why all this stuff's really bad condition. Unfortunately, because that's not good, they'll start breaking, and that's a terrible, terrible thing to happen. I think there's a small glitch with the monitor. I don't think it's being built, and I don't think it's really in the right spot. Let's just have some more people. Why not? So now this is our new guy. Let's see what he's good at. Not a hell of a lot. He's a botanist, but I don't have any of that. I'm going to make him a bartender just for now, because my next idea is to build a pub in this large room that I'm building. Although we'll make him a builder just temporarily. Yeah, I can rename my oxygen recycler. Yo, let's name it Yo. I don't know. That's not very funny, but whatever. We'll leave it at that. Or it didn't save it. That's fine. Now I have this big room here that it doesn't really have a designation. We'll designate it as a pub. And the Vengeful Dinosaur. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Construct, I need a door, obviously. A door, a regular door to go in. Okay, like I finally built the monitor. It took him like an hour and a half, but oh well. Alright, now we have... I think I'm going to need more matter, so let's take a roster. I have this builder. Let's make this guy the bartender. I need 2 miners. I think this is probably the best setup for what I need right now. I need 1 builder. We'll make this guy the builder. Done. Construct. Object. So we're going to need a pub. These are the objects that are available for a pub. Let's just make a bar. We'll make that right here. A refrigerator. I'll just put that in the corner. A neon burger sign. This is just for fun, I guess. A stove. Sounds like something you need. I do not have enough money for a stove. That's fine. We'll have some of the miners bring back some of that stuff. So the reason I actually haven't been getting a lot of matter is because they actually used up all that matter that I had made them get. So now I'm going to need more objects to mine. So let's just mine this huge chunk here. And speed up time. You can obviously also delete objects at any point if you need to. You can get more money by deleting objects. So they're all pretty happy actually, which is great. They're eating food replicator food, which will eventually make them unhappy because it's not the greatest food, which is why I built that pub. I'm going to kind of start wrapping it up. If you guys want a second part to this video, let me know, and I'll keep going. So this right here, I'm going to get more dudes, which is not the greatest idea for me right now, but, you know, what are you going to do? Roster, this unassigned dude, we'll make him a miner. Do I have any builders? Like, where's my builders at? Objects. I'm gonna try finishing up this pub with a stove. And maybe some tables. Now I'm going to start extending this hallway. And to extend the hallway, you actually want to start building the hallway first. And then you put in the door, and then demolish the wall. If you demolish the wall, then it'll actually like suck them into space. It'll take out all the oxygen and kill them all. So yeah, you don't want to do that. And there is an alien here that I'm fighting. So my guy died. No. Well, oh well. Hopefully you guys are finding this video entertaining, and hopefully the 2 people who actually win the prize can also enjoy the game. I actually really enjoy it. Like I said, I get a ton of opportunity to review and look at a lot of games, and unfortunately I'm just not able to cover 100% of them. So this was actually a fun game. It was a game that felt like something I've played before to me personally, in a good way though. For whatever reason, there's not been a lot of games like this in the recent time. Oh, I do not want to delete that, so cancel. You can also, so I'm going to demolish this little wall to kind of continue my hallway. And roster, construct a room. We're going to make a garden. Confirm. So I'm still gonna have 2 miners. I have I'm gonna get 2 builders, and I'm gonna have a bartender. I don't know what happens with. Oh, I have 2. What's this? Oh no! What happened? I didn't know 2 people died. There's some people sleeping. Oh no! This guy's very sad. I believe he's sad because he's hungry. And his friend died, unfortunately, so he's unhappy, which is normal. I'm buying him the bar, And hopefully things start getting a little better for my base here. Didn't have the greatest start, but what are you going to do? I think I'm going to leave off the video at this point. If you want me to continue this kind of series, I can make another half an hour or another 2 episodes where they're half an hour each for you guys if it's popular and you guys are enjoying it. Let me know in the comments. Obviously, share this with your friends. I can only cover so many things at a time, so if something's popular, that's something I can really easily cover for you guys. And hopefully I'll see you in the next kind of videos of mine. I make a lot of non-Steam videos. I make a lot of random videos that'll hopefully be helpful for you guys. Hopefully I see you guys next time. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, those are the 3 things that are going to help my channel grow. And maybe next time, if we continue this, I'll be making a garden in this little area here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Later.